How bad do you think it could get for Western Christians? And we can, let's just say, for American Christians.
I think it can get extremely bad. Jesus said in this world you will have tribulation. And we remember Jesus predicted to his disciples, and after his disciples broadening that out to his future disciples, us, he said you're going to be hated by the religious establishment, or in his words, they're going to deliver you to synagogues, etc. So you'll be hated by the religious establishment, you're going to be hated by the secular world, and you're going to be hated by your family. You'll be brought before kings and rulers and betrayed by your family. So he predicted that would happen to followers of his. We can't think that we'd be exempt from that. And by the way, the 20th century has seen more martyrs than any other century in history.
So how might you see it playing out in the Western world? And if we want to focus on America, that's fine. But how would it play out? I mean, all right, we've had some persecution big time in the military. They were told they can't even share their faith. That was later rescinded, but that's how absolutely crabby, for lack of a better word, they've been getting towards our military and the restriction they've been putting on the military, et cetera. But, I mean, practically, how do you see it playing out?
I think on a couple of levels. First of all, they'll curtail free speech. There will be massive censorship in the name of hate crimes. You're not allowed to say that because if you do that, it's hate speech. So that kind of discrimination is already in the courts and it's already in play. The discrimination against same-sex marriage or relationships at the Church of Jesus Christ, that is the true church, stands wholeheartedly against loving the person, loving the sinner, but hating the sin and denouncing it publicly. Those kinds of things are going to incur the ire of the state, and Christians are going to probably find themselves frequenting prisons more than they used to.
Okay, you as a pastor, and you've still got a lot of years left that you can be in the pulpit. You think this is going to happen in your lifetime? I do. I think it's going to happen soon, but your take?
I think it is happening in my lifetime. I think it's happening right now. I think there's benchmarks. We've had a case in our state where a couple who owns a photography business is in court and was sued for an enormous amount of money, and their businesses threatened to be shut down because they refused to photograph a gay wedding. Yes. And they did it under their own personal spiritual convictions, which in the past would have been enough. But it's not enough now because they run a business and they're discriminating. That's the charge that is leveled. So we're seeing that already, and I'm being warned by people who keep in touch with the laws in Washington that it's just a matter of time and not long before that affects pulpits.